President William Ruto is a man under siege following the dramatic return of former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i. The once powerful figure under the Uhuru Kenyatta administration landed at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport (JKIA) to a heroic welcome, sending shockwaves through the political class. A chants of Ruto must go echoed across the terminals as hundreds of supporters gathered to welcome Matiang'i back home. His arrival was anything but quiet. Crowds carried banners and placards, while chants and songs rang out like a political rally. The mood was defiant, energized, and loud, just the kind of moment that causes panic in the corridors of power. For Ruto, this wasn't just another politician coming home. This was a strong signal that opposition forces are regrouping and that public frustration with his leadership is growing fast. What shook his allies even more is that Matiang'i didn't just come back home to visit, he returned permanently, and according to sources close to the former CS, he's laying the groundwork to challenge Ruto for the presidency in 2027.
Na tujipange, waambie watu wetu tafadhali Chants, we can do as much as we want, but if we are not registering and preparing to vote, we have not succeeded. So the drive is we register, we vote, we prepare ourselves to participate effectively and in a quality manner in the forthcoming electoral process. Mengine tutaongea tukiwa pamoja, lakini I want to thank you very sincerely for your time. I thank you for coming tonight, and I want to assure you, and I'm really grateful. And thank you so much, all of you, my brothers and sisters. And we will be together.
Matiang'i's return has come at a time when Ruto is already walking a tightrope politically. His attempt to work closely with ODM leader Raila Odinga has left many within his own base feeling uneasy. Now, with Matiang'i getting backing from Uhuru Kenyatta's Jubilee Party, the power dynamics are shifting in ways that could destabilize Ruto's fragile political balance. For most of Ruto's presidency, Matiang'i has remained silent. After handing over power in 2022, he went abroad and avoided the local political noise. But that silence, it seems, was strategic. In his absence, the ground has been shifting. Public discontent over the high cost of living, corruption allegation, and police brutality during protests has made Ruto vulnerable. And it is in the political vacuum that Matiang'i is stepping in.
We live in a country where people are so dishonest, they love lies, they behave as if there was nothing happening yesterday. They are lecturing us now about things they think they are new.
Those close to State House now admit that Ruto is increasingly uneasy. Insiders claim that President has been receiving regular intelligence briefing on Matiang'i's activity and public influence. The fact that his arrival at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport caused such a buzz was not only embarrassing, it was a warning sign. People are angry, restless, and looking for alternative. Matiang'i, with his no-nonsense image from his time in government, is quickly becoming that alternative. It doesn't help that Matiang'i still enjoys strong support in government institutions and among civil society groups. During his time as Interior CS, he built a reputation as a strict enforcer, someone who got things done even if it ruffled feathers. This image is now working in his favor, as many Kenyans feel Ruto's government has been all talk and little action.
Singeweza kutimiza kama singekuwa na ile team nimekuwa naye. Na moja ambaye amekuwa bulldozer wangu, shujaa wangu, ni huyu amekaa, anaitwa Bwana Fred Matiang'i, ambaye amenisukumia kazi.
The bigger headache for Ruto is that Matiang'i is not entering the political arena as a lone ranger. Backing by Uhuru's Jubilee Party, he is likely to gain support from opposition, leaning voters who are tired of recycled promises. Jubilee still holds influence in parts of central Kenya and has grassroots network that will be used to mount a serious 2027 campaign. There is also talks of Matiang'i joining forces with other disillusioned leaders to form a powerful political front.
It's a conman game, and it's unfortunate that leaders have grouped again to con Kenyans by doing unnecessary populist things. How would they talk about empowerment program, giving money to people while our children cannot afford to pay for school fees. They cannot afford to pay for examination fees. A basic thing. And if you want to know people who are rudderless, leaderless, visionless, ni watu ya UDA. Na Mwenyezi Mungu atusaidie waondoke mbele yetu. Na nyinyi wa Kenya mkubali tuugane. Sasa mimi sina kitu ya kuficha, tuugane nyuma ya Matiang'i sisi wote. Anakubalika hapa Ukikuyuni, anakubalika Ujaruoni, anakubalika kila pahali. Na watu wasije kuanza kuwekwa katika vikundi vya ukabila. Mmemsikia Duare akianza kuleta kutisha.
Ruto's alliance with Raila was meant to neutralize opposition pressure, but that move has backfired in many ways. It has cost him support among loyalists who see it as a betrayal, and it hasn't done much to reduce the rising street protests led by Gen Z and civil society. Now, with Matiang'i back, the president finds himself flanked from both sides. His base is shaky, and a new opposition wave is gathering force. Political analysts believe that Matiang'i's timing is perfect. He's returned when public faith in the current administration is low, when opposition leadership seems weakened, and when young voters are angry and ready to act. His image as a firm and effective leader gives him a stronger card to play, especially with the youth who feel let down by empty promises.
As a party, not to mean that he becomes the eventual presidential candidate, but a presidential candidate within the party who will then join others in coming up with one person who I believe as a coalition or as people in the opposition, we should be able to back. And I see you looking at me like you want me to mention the name. And I don't need to mention the name. You can mention the name. Ni jina gani wamesema?
Matiang'i.
Wao wenyewe wameamua wanataka Matiang'i as their presidential candidate.
Ruto, who came to power with a message of change, now finds himself defending a presidency that many feel has delivered the opposite. Whether Matiang'i can sustain the momentum remains to be seen, but one thing is clear, his arrival has reignited the political fire in the country.
I will tell you, if there's a man who has helped the deputy president afike mahali amefika na support ya Wakenya wote, ni huyo Matiang'i na hii office ya president, because everything they do, wakifikiria wanamumaliza, wanakuwa nafanya nini? And they should ask themselves, for 4 years they have done nothing else isipokuwa kupiga huyu jamaa. Hakuna kitu hawajamfanya. Hata jana, for me it was not a big deal because tumewazoea. They should ask themselves if indeed what they are doing is helpful.
With 3 years to go until the next election, Kenya's political stage is once again heating up, and if the scenes at Jkia are anything to go by, President William Ruto will have a lot more sleepless nights ahead.
I thank you for coming tonight, and I want to assure you, I'm really grateful. And thank you so much, all of you, my brothers and sisters. And we will be together. We are very ready for Tuesday. Yes. We will walk around and be together and carry on.
We are ready for Tuesday. Yes. You the chair to address. Welcome back. Yeah.